So we have the NedFoss here, the NedFoss 16-inch Machete. I don't know about Machete because it is a thick chunker and it is quite heavy, but also rather capable, as I have just recently tested. I just chopped a couple of branches. There's a down tree over here by the river. So I'm going to try to take it on and see how it performs. Obviously, it is a good chopper, but the question is, how comfortable is it? Because it does seem to have a very nice handle, a rubber handle. I will check whether these screws are decorative or if they're actual screws that are going through and serving a function, because sometimes these rubber handles do seem to slide off depending on how the handle is hollowed out, etc. So, okay, so we are dealing with a down tree, as you can see. It is still it has some roots, I guess, inside in the soil, so the branches still have some leaves on them. So let's do this one. First, let me get rid of this, because when I cut this off and the weight releases, this may swing up. So I need to first cut this off. So this is it. It's quite a challenge for the knife. So once I get done chopping this through, it'll show us. I'm doing this just to check vibration, make sure that the knife is hardened properly, the steel. If it breaks with this type of pressure, then it's not hardened. It vibrates nicely. Let's go. Oh man, if you swing it, man, check that out. It follows and it allows you to swing it because the grip so far, I have not slid 1 millimeter. Very, very sure grip. And it goes in very deep. Goes in very deep. Okay. Now, it'll just take me another minute to go through, and I don't want to do that because I'll be dropping all this into the river and it may get stuck somewhere and create a unintended bad consequences. But it showed us, man, it goes in crazy deep. Goes in very deep. This is very wet wood and very gnarly, so we are obviously going cross grain. But you see how well it cuts, how deep inside the wood it goes. You see, very, very capable. Okay. As you saw, it is a very good chopper. The handle is extremely comfortable and well suited for the knife. I mean, I couldn't see a more comfortable handle, really. Works just fine. I do like a swirl, a palm swirl in the middle, but this worked for me perfectly. You can also kind of slide down and hold it here, emphasizing the grip on the lower wrist. But it just anywhere you hold it is very good, and this flaring out also aids with the comfort of the grip. Everywhere it is, it's not sharp anywhere, and it's just very comfortable. It absorbs vibrations as expected from a rubber handle. So I don't know, as a chopper, I'd probably give it 8 out of 10. Easy. Though you need to consider that for like longer hikes or trips, unless you have a source of transport, you would not be carrying this just because it is heavy. But on the other side, because it is heavy and it does come down to a fine edge, it does perform very well in camp tasks, chopping stuff. Now I will try to throw in some batoning and wood splitting footage, but I don't expect it to do any worse than it did on chopping. It did very well there, so it'll probably do just fine batoning. You did see me smack, and you see this gunk from the bark of the wood. You saw me smack this against the wood a few times on each side, just to make sure, because I've seen D2 kind of powdery when it's done bad, and it has broken on me, and I was just making sure that it is well tempered in terms of heat treatment. Now, on the knife, the only, even that you're okay with the weight and stuff, because you, again, regardless of the size, unless you're in the Amazon and you have the little machete, which is much, much thinner than this, or something similar, you will not be carrying such a large knife on large trips, long trips. You will be carrying something smaller. So, considering all that, I would have liked the choil either to come down all the way so that you can do some close up work, simple feather stick making, or make the choil functional. And for that, it is lacking about 2-3 millimeters, not more, because you can kind of choke up on it, but it's not enough. So 2-3 millimeters more would have allowed that. No further questions on the knife. It is very well done and well designed. My issues are with the sheath. The very obvious one is this, and it's not only related to this specific sheath. On leather sheaths, it is quite difficult to do this snap, the additional retention thread, right? Well, first of all, let's give it some good part is that it does have good retention, very good retention. So you can actually even take this off if you don't mind. If this is on your side, it'll be kind of hanging into you, but this does not aid much. So you may, it is very close as you see by the handle. So there's not much difference. I would probably just take this off. Why is because it will probably get damaged and cut very soon. As you see, every time you unsheath and sheath the knife, you will be sliding on that belt, and it's a common issue with this type of sheets. Also, this is not natural leather top. It's not full grain or top grain. It may be actually top grain, but it does have some sort of artificial coating on top. I would have liked a full natural leather sheet. Um, Always better to have full grain or at least top grain. But they do need to control the price. This is a very, very affordable and very capable knife. Nice D2 steel. I love D2, and it is so far well done. So I will add some more footage to this, and then we will conclude. Everything that I will baton is hardwood. this is actually wild pear. So let's go lengthwise. I have high expectations. Very easy. It's very gnarly here. You see how it's bent? There we go. So it splits wood just fine. Now let's give it a real challenge. This piece, that should be oak. And you see it has plenty of 1, 2, 3 knots at least. Yeah. So normally you should not be batoning a piece of wood like this. This should be okay, right? Without knots. This does stress the knife significantly more. So let's give it a test. Like a piece of cake, no issues at all. Again, how many knots? 1, 2. No issues. Let's see. What is that? Yeah, that was a knot. So that was, actually we cut the knot a bit. It's a very mean chopper. I keep saying that it's a very capable chopper, and it is. So for around your grill, around a campsite, if you're driving some sort of transport, you can carry it. It is otherwise for your hikes and stuff, it's just a bit too heavy. But in terms of just raw power and the geometrical capabilities of the blade coupled with a very ergonomic handle, I would actually strongly recommend this. It is D2 steel. They confirmed, NedFoss confirmed that they claim 59 to 61 HRC on the blade, which is the perfect spot for D2. And so we tested it for toughness. We saw how it performs on larger tasks. Let's try to get a thin piece of wood and get some feathers going. Let's see here. Now, because of its size, it's not very comfortable, but it is doing feathers just fine, as you can see. The blade geometry allows it to feather stick decently. I would probably still give it maybe a 6 out of 10, but not for the feather sticking part. It's just a bit too large and heavy for this task. But to make a feather stick to catch a spark, here we go, it's doing fine. It's just not the one that you would go for if you want to make a bunch of feather sticks. But in a pinch, if you don't have another knife, here we go. There we go. So another pass for me, another pass for sure. So let's go in. I will now, because I've batoned it and I'm interested in how the coating holds up, I will now wash this off and then we'll do a desktop conclusion. Okay, so the weight of the knife with the sheath, 755 grams, and without the sheath, 630. It's not a light one, as I've already mentioned. It is a hefty chopper. It's not excessively heavy, but you can feel the weight of the knife. Let's check the thickness. 5.7. Yeah, 5.7, 5.6 up on the spine, but right behind the edge, we are at 0.60506, right at the edge of the sharpened edge here, the upper part. So 0.5 millimeter, and then it's a gradual increase up. It doesn't thicken abruptly, which enables it that very nice chopping power. So long story short, this thing is a recommendation for sure for 60 bucks. It's a beater, and for home use, for camping, again, if you're driving, you can throw this in your truck or your car, etc. Again, now this is currently 60 bucks. I do have my gripes with the sheath. Now, good news is that they did confirm they're working on a Kydex sheath, so this model should come with an update. Also, they have the tip of the blade in several shapes. This is what I chose, but Machete with a belly. They have a sheep's hoof style. I think they have 3 different styles. Anyway, they will be coming out sometime by August. They should be coming out with Kydex sheaths for the knife. And I guess they will be selling them either with Kydex, or you may have an option to choose between leather and Kydex. Again, this is a recommended knife for the price. I will leave links in the description, both for their website, for NedFoss, as well as the Amazon store. So make sure to check prices on both. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe for more content like this, and have yourself a good one.